Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. The month of October is finally here, which means we can get going with INKtober. I've never actually joined INKtober before, but I figured this was as good a year as any to give it a try. So I looked up the INKtober official prompts and quickly found out that I found it quite uninspiring. So I decided to honor INKtober in the sense that I will be working with ink a lot this month, but not in the sense that I will be actually using the prompts. So I decided I would actually paint an ink, I think you might say then, some animal portraits, which always give me very good creative vibes. So in this video, I will be making a zebra, as you guys can see on the screen here. This is the picture that I'm using as a reference. I am actually making this in my sketchbook, which isn't any particular fancy type of paper, so it will probably buckle under all the ink and water I will be throwing at it, but that's okay. I think it actually adds to some of the creativeness that it doesn't have to be perfect, and it's not going to be perfect no matter how hard I try. As you can see in my palette, I'm using black ink, and that is just regular Indian ink. It's not fancy or expensive ink. It is the most regular Indian ink I could find. I actually put in a couple of drops of pure Indian ink in each well, and I go back in with some water and dilute the ink all in a different amount. So as you can see in the middle, that ink is very diluted and it will give me the lightest shade. And I also have directly below that, so that would be the 6 o'clock, that is the pure Indian ink, which will give me the darkest value. So that makes it easy for me to choose between values, and I'll sometimes start off light and add more dark values as I go. For the other supplies, you saw me using an ink pen at the start of this, so that is just a fine-tipped pen that has ink in it. It is from Derwent, and I believe it's called something like the Graphiks pen. It works really nice for me. I've been using it, and it takes away some of the perfectionistic tendencies, because as soon as you put it down, you cannot erase it. It is just there. It is waterproof, so I can't smudge it, and I just have to work with what I have, which gives the drawings and the paintings a little bit more of an artistic feeling instead of this perfected rendered drawing. So I kind of like that, especially for the INKtober paintings I'll be doing. The palette I'm using is a ceramics palette, which is easy to clean off and rinse off, because this Indian ink can be quite a hassle to get off. I'm using pretty cheap, regular, use for everything types of brushes that you can find in any craft store, because the ink is so difficult to remove. I definitely don't want to use them with my more pricey watercolor specific brushes. So that might be an option for you if you're looking to get into working with inks. Don't start using the best brushes you have, because the ink is super pigmented and it might stain your pretty brushes, and you might have to scrub a lot to get it off of your brush, and that would just be a waste of those nice soft fibers that are so customary, I should say, to use with watercolors. Now I also have jars of water, of course, standing by to dilute ink further and to clean my brush in, even though I'm just using the black ink for this drawing. Now there is also an eraser in the image I see. I have no idea why it's there, because I didn't use it at all for this drawing. But there you go. It's a free eraser for you to look at. So I hope you enjoy the speed painting process of this zebra, and I will meet you guys back at the end of the video for some closing comments and my thoughts on this piece. As usual, I see now that I forgot to mention some supplies at the beginning of the video. You can see me using my Posca pen right here with acrylic paint to clean up some of the lines that I couldn't really use to make the finished piece a little bit more stylish and clean. And you could also see me use a dip pen for the whiskers and the eyelashes of the zebra. All in all, I am really happy with how this first Inktober piece turned out. It's been a while since I used ink at all, so I'm just getting back into the swing of things, but it's also really fun to do again and just use that sketchbook that's been lying around here for ages some more. Now I will be creating more animal portraits in ink for Inktober, so stay tuned for that. And if you like this video, then consider leaving a like or a comment or even subscribing to my channel so that you can see immediately if I post a new video that might also be to your liking. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!